y'all. Here we go. Sorry about the dropout there. I think we have it set up. Okay. So, we are not sure which game we are in, but we have Savannah on the left and Tundra on the right, as we've established. Like we're in the middle of trying to see what we have in play right now. Okay, so I see a Urza Saga and Misty Rainforest along against a ooh, that is a something of Sultai. It's the Sultai bean. So it looks like Sultai Beanstalk is what the Savannah on. Beans versus breakfast. Okay. That makes sense, Primetime. You're correct. Oh, this is an interesting one. So looks like sorry, I'm just trying to catch myself back up right now. Okay. So Beans is fetching, and that is that the Grixis Triome? This 4-color? I'm not sure what Triome that is. Okay.
All right. Looks like we are back.
Yeah, as Primetime pointed out, it looks like we have some variant of Beans versus breakfast. It looks like, and that is a Witherbloom command. Okay,
A Witherbloom command. I love it.
Yeah, so looks like can Witherbloom command kill? Okay, it does not look like we're killing the. I was trying to remember if Witherbloom command can kill a Urza Saga. I don't think it can.
I think it just says non-land. I mean, it may say non-land.
Yeah, it looks like it. Man, this is a greedy mana base from the Grixis Beans. I love it. That is a wasteland. So we're playing 4 colors and we're playing Wasteland. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's
okay. So we have a fetch. It looks like I'm trying to read that. Okay, so that Urza Saga is on 2, so we're going to make a guy here. And anybody who's had to play any kind of mid-range or control deck against Urza Saga knows it is an absolute nightmare of a card because they are uncounterable guys that just keep getting bigger. Sultai base.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe running Grixis for maybe like Pyroblast
Pending?
or something out of the board.
Oh, Pyroblast makes sense. Oh, Sultai. Yeah. You can't play Pending in Sultai.
Okay. That is my guess. Is like Pyroblast, just because Pyroblast is such a powerful card in Legacy that we may be playing red just for Pyroblast, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have resolved. Okay, it looks like we wastelanded the Urza Saga. We resolved it. We got a no, that's a Nomads. Never mind. Maybe the wasteland was on the the saga, and we just made a guy in response. I think that's what happened. Okay, so we're brainstorming.
So okay, I know we had Drake in the group for a long time, who's like always played breakfast. I've played the deck a little bit online, and I do like the deck a lot. From my perspective, it sure seems like it's a pretty good match for Cephalid Breakfast in this against Beans.
Like it has a good matchup against
it
Beans?
has a good matchup. At least from what I remember. I feel like it has a pretty decent match against like these like more mid-rangey control. The tougher matchups are the tempo style that also has like dazes. Those are always tough, but
I would agree.
I think their only real interaction is going to be force of will, maybe endurance in the post board games, but
yeah, I would agree with you actually. Because they like any kind of mid range deck is really going to be leaning on spot removal to get rid of the cephalid illusionist when it comes down. But that is the advantage you have. Like Urza Saga was such a giant pickup for breakfast because they can easily tutor out their Shukos. They can tutor out other things like Pithing Needle or whatever they need for the matchup. And also, I mean, you can just die to an Urza Saga really easily.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think that's like one of the big pulls. So like, if you don't know Cephalid Breakfast, the actual win con is almost exactly the same as Oops. You dread return Authorical. But the big difference is that you get to play. It's almost like the difference between like Counterspell or Doomsday. Doomsday, you get a really fast combo deck, but you also just get to play counterspells and interaction. And Cephalid Breakfast is kind of the same idea.
Yeah. Yeah, and it can pivot to it looks like what we're seeing right now. Like it can just eat you alive with just little guys like this.
Exactly. Yeah. You just have a much better backup plan than a lot of other like all-in combo decks, which I think is really cool.
I'm trying to see what that card is. It looks like a Swords Plowshare. Okay, so we swords one of the nomads. So and it's always scary when they have nomads in play because just one
yeah.
Shuko.
One more card and you lose.
Let's see. So that looks like a Uro. Uro, really good card. Do not think that card is that phenomenal in this matchup personally. Okay,
yeah.
So we swords the Uro with the trigger on the stack, so we're still going to get to draw a card and put a land in play. Basically acting as like a better explorer. Okay. Put a Flooded Strand in play, and yeah, every draw step against breakfast when you're at this point is just a nail biter, especially if you just have blanks in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. It really puts you to the test really fast.
Okay, so we have Leyline Bound the
Leyline Bound.
We Leyline bounded the. I sound like Trump there. We Leyline bounded.
Oh
no! Let's see. So we are playing that a Beanstalk. That kind of. I don't think.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a Beanstalk.
It got forced
for some negations. Okay, fair. That is fair. Because you can't like.
You telling me Beans is a good card here?
It is an okay magic card. It only lets you do it only makes broken
stuff.
It only makes Force of Will replace itself, you know, and Leyline in your removal spells draw a card, you know. Does some really good stuff.
I guess.
Okay.
It makes Force of Will a literal, like an actual just 1-for-1.
Okay, now if I'm sitting in the oh, Awesome Austin, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. So it looks like now if I am in the breakfast seat right here, I am starting to get nervous because we're getting to the stage of the game where Beans is really going to start pulling away with the game if you don't draw anything, because we are getting so much card advantage. We are getting like he's got full 7 in his hand right now.
Yeah, it's I know I said breakfast can grind, but you've already ground through so much of your stuff. It does get a little harder.
Okay, we have okay, so we are definitely in a post board game because that is a ghost vacuum. So we're going to go ahead, nail that Uro. So that is one less way we can die. So agree with that. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. So now Beans has to find another way to try to win the game. Eventually, a thought.
How does Beans actually kill you? Is it with just like
it's just a control deck. It's how Beans. I mean, it usually will play something like some number of Murktides, usually like one or two. Uro, as we've seen, like it is a mid range control deck where it will grind you out of resources, draw more cards than you, and eventually it's just going to stick a clock and just run away with it. Neuro excels at that because it's not only hitting for a huge amount, but it's also ramping you and drawing you cards. It's a very 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 punishing card to play against.
Yeah. I guess Uro is also like, man, I get Uro really is just like an insane card. Not really upset that it's not in Modern anymore, but like I haven't played much of it since it was banned in Modern, but it is crazy to think about how just a huge threat, and also restabilizes you, gains you so much life. Luckily for the Cephalid Breakfast player, the life, assuming he's okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. This is definitely game 2, right?
Yes, this is definitely one of the other games. So we are so we have a containment priest. So they have both players right now have extremely punishing lock cards in play. Like Uro is off the table right now unless we hit a Witherbloom command with that Ghost Vacuum in play. But usually the I think they only play like one Witherbloom command, maybe two, if we're being generous. So I think that Ghost Vacuum may be here to stay. So, but probably at the same time, Containment Priest turns off the Dread Return line. So
yeah, Containment Priest turns off most of this deck's lines, right? It stops Saga tokens, right? Or does it say non-token creature?
It's non-token, yeah. So
okay. So Saga's still an out.
We can still get there with tokens.
There's a wasteland on the other side, though.
Yeah, it turns off. It turns off the Thassa's Oracle. It turns off Narcomoebas. It hits a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Only a 2/2, so we can get rid of it, but.
What exactly is the wording on Ghost Vacuum if you activate it? Is it a token of that creature, or is it that creature as a 1/1?
It is. That's a good question. Actually, I can't remember. I think it is a copy of that creature, except it is a 1/1 spirit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it says put each creature card exiled with Ghost Vacuum onto the battlefield under your control with a flying counter on it. It's a 1/1 spirit. So it even shuts off the Ghost Vacuum activation. If he got anything more relevant than a Uro under it.
Yeah, and Uro, I'm not sure. We'd probably need a judge in chat to confirm if the token has escape. I can't remember if when you thank you to our table spotter that put that up a little bit further. Okay. I don't know if the token just
I would imagine the token would immediately get sacked, and then I doubt that it would have escape. Because it'd go back to the other person's graveyard, right?
Okay, that was a Wrath of the Skies? Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be tough.
This is
back from this.
Yeah, this is very quickly falling out of the realm of reaching for the breakfast player, unless we are able to pull off something insane really quickly, which is possible. Like we can.
It would have to be blowing up the containment priest and then just having the nuts. I think I don't see a way out. The beats is fine. Like
that is a start.
Hey,
that is a start.
Just kidding. I forgot they played Nadu.
Yeah, that is a very good start because we. Okay, so we are going to start doing the Nadu turns. Okay, and this
is this is insane.
Yeah, this is where this is also where your heart just sinks when you see Nadu come down with the Nomads in play, because it's like, oh my god, they're going to get so many lands and so many cards. Okay, so
and then you get to do it all again on your opponent's turn too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, looks like we're going to go for Teferi. Okay. So
I think that makes sense.
We played Teferi. We bounce the Containment Priest. He can't cast it because Teferi turns off spells during your turn. Everything is sorcery speed. So, okay, that looks like what we're doing. We're bouncing the Containment Priest, drawing our card, and can we go for it from this point? Or
you have to have the Cephalid to get the full combo, but that's kind of weird. I wonder if he should have waited to bounce the Containment Priest on his next turn when he could like go all in. Yeah, because now he's just going to play at main phase, I think.
Oh, Pernicious Deed.
Is that a Pernicious Deed?
That is a Pernicious Deed, my friend.
This is crazy.
This is just.
Oh, he did find a force though. He found a force.
So we are just hitting banger after banger right now out of both decks. So we have a Pernicious Deed. So what can we do with that? We can pop it for 3 and kill everything basically, except the Nomads 4 or is Nomads 1? I think it's 1.
Oh, mana cost?
Yes, is that it's a 1?
Yeah, it's a 1. It's a 1 mana cost. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he could have done that, but the Illusionist player or the Breakfast player was able to activate and draw 6 cards in response to the Pernicious Deed, and was able to find a Force of Will for it.
Okay, so
Swords the Nadu and play the Containment Priest.
We have a game. It looks like so we're going to fetch.
I thought after the Nadu came down, I thought the game was over. I thought that was going to be it, but it looks like he's still in it.
I do agree with you. I think that may have been a hasty bounce, because if we can't go off this turn, then I think I might have just wanted to just roll it up, unless he was just really wanting to get another card.
Which I mean, you're drawing at that point. You're drawing 12 cards a turn. I don't think you need a turn cycle. I don't think you needed to bounce it. Then you're not doing anything. True. You're not doing anything with it. So.
Yeah, that is true. But then again, I do not know how to play. Okay, there's the Shuko. All right, I think
Shuko's kind of irrelevant at this point. Nomads was doing the same thing that Shuko does. What he really needs is a Cephalid Illusionist, and hopefully to not have too many Narcomoebas in hand.
Okay,
he has a Narcomoeba. But now he has to find another way to deal with the Containment Priest since he bounced it last turn. So
I think his
Teferi's not high enough.
We picked up a sword, actually.
Oh, did we? Oh, okay. I may have missed that.
I think we did off of the 15 cards that Nadu gave us.
Crazy. Oh, you want to control a little bit? How about I draw 15 cards?
Yeah. And completely squash you on land count too, because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9 lands? 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah, looks
5,
like
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we went up to 9 lands against the control decks 6, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, Nadu's a fine card.
Yeah, Nadu, that was a devastating turn if you're in the bean seat right now.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Swords the Nomads, probably?
That's gotta be Swords
the token.
We've seen so many swords this game.
So many. Was that the Construct token from before? I think so.
Yeah, I think we swords. Yeah, because with the Shuko and the Ghost Vacuum and the token, that was a 5/4 with the Shuko bonus.
Yeah.
So very sizable clock.
What is it? That looks like an endurance that just got played.
I think it is an endurance.
Looking through the graveyard, it looks like it's going to be an endurance.
Yeah, we are targeting ourselves so we can restock our library with some answers for the
all 4 swords back in the deck.
Yep.
But with the Teferi on 2, I mean, all he needs is a Cephalid, and it should be game over. Which looks like another Nadu is pretty bad too.
Yep, we win. Yep, that's right. All right, we just packed it in. It looks like breakfast took it down. Okay. All right, so not sure if we're going to game 3 or not because we did kind of join
technical difficulties.
But it's okay. Man. I think we have it sorted out now, so that shouldn't be a factor anymore. Knock on wood.
That is insane. I mean, I've played with Nadu. I played. Unfortunately, don't judge me. I played Nadu when it was in Modern, and I've played a couple versions of Nadu stuff in Legacy, and I knew it was powerful. I knew, but man, I don't know if I've ever done it with the Nomad stuff. I've played it with Bristly Bill in Cradle Control before, and that is horrendous. That is terrifying. But that just drew him so many cards.
Oh yeah. Now, I'm curious if we're going to game 3 because we do see the players kind of fiddling around with their sideboards right now. We're either
like game 3.
Okay, so it looks like maybe we're taking out we're adjusting for being on the player of the draw right now. Very, very important skill to have is to know what cards are good for me to see on the draw versus on the play. Because I know it's a habit. It used to be a very bad habit of mine. Just like these cards are good, these cards are bad. We're going to axe them and not taking into account like, okay, do I want to see this on the play versus on the draw? Days is a very good example of that. Very seldom do I keep days in on the draw. Let's see. Okay, it looks like we are going to game 3 because I feel like they would have shown each other, hey, I boarded this in by this point if we were not going to game 3. So Beans very likely going to be on the play. Hey, thank you for the follow, the Fluff 421. Appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with us. Watching some Magic today. Watching some Legacy. The best format. Next to Pre-Modern. Pre-Modern's very close second.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I like Pre-Modern. What can I say?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, getting more and more interested. There's a lot of room to brew that I didn't know existed.
Oh yeah. It is a sandbox of possibilities. Okay, so let's get into this game. So, Beans has started off with a Surveil Land and Bend an Endurance. So, very likely already has an Endurance in hand, or we're trying to hit more land drops because that is a very powerful card in this matchup. And we are just going for a turn 1, just slam it down right now. Ghost Vacuum, very powerful card in this matchup.
Yeah, I think it's smart. I think it's really smart. Make sure you don't get outgrinded by an Uro early.
Yes, absolutely. That looks like a Ponder. So players just taking these first few turns to set up their game plan. And we're just going for a Thoughtseize, and he is protecting that hand. We are dazing it. Okay. So and we're just nomming away at that graveyard. Very good plan to do early, because not only does the just the value eats that you get with Ghost Vacuum is really good against Beans because they do play some number of delve spells like Murktide Region and Murderous Cut. So I do like the idea of just, if you have it open, just eat something. It's going to do good. We're leading on a
Pernicious Deed is pretty tough.
Okay.
That is tough.
So now we're on the I'm going to shut you down of playing Murktide plan right now because we're hitting the instance of sorceries. Very likely going to see that Ghost Vacuum go away this turn, probably because he doesn't want to keep eating. He doesn't want to just keep having his graveyard just get destroyed over and over again. Because that is going to really hurt in the long run against if you're on the Bug Beans plan.
Do you think the Ghost Vacuum is enough to pop the Deed?
If he
he has something else for it. A binding.
A binding. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Primetime. Yeah, you're probably right. He might be saving that Deed for like if we get just all of a sudden swamped with Urza Urza tokens. Probably a better idea to do it then, but we are going to go ahead and burn a Leyline Binding on it, which makes sense. Especially if we have an Uro kind of hanging out in our hand. Okay. So we're just on the land go plan right now, it looks like, out of the Beans list. All right, we're leading off on a Brainstorm. We're doing an Orcish Bowmaster check right now. Because Beans does play some number of Beans. I'm sorry, I cannot talk. Beans does play some number of Bowmaster. My lord. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a dream of Bowmastering someone's Brainstorm. I've never gotten to do it.
Oh, it's an intoxicating feeling. It's really fun when you get to do that.
I did for a very short time. I played the Mono Black Beseech Storm deck, and I did get to Bowmaster an Echo of Aeons. That was great.
All right, we're reading Pernicious Deed. That's a scary sign, scary body behavior right there. We are going for a Teferi. This has to hit some kind of counterspell. Got a counterspell you use now.
It just immediately resolved.
Okay, so yeah, I mean,
see, and now he's not bouncing anything. That seems so weird. Like, now would be it seems to be a great time to minus something and at least get your card draw.
I agree. I think that maybe the thought process is if we're going to bounce something, we're going to bounce something the turn we're going to start doing stuff, because
I agree. I think that makes a lot of sense, but it doesn't match what he did the game before. You know what I mean? It's just weird that it doesn't like match the same thought process there. But okay, so maybe he learned.
We have bounced the Pernicious Deed, which makes me think we're going to hit something.
It could be game. Like all he needs is Cephalid and Nomad. So
okay,
it just plays so weird.
Yeah, I'm curious about that line.
Maybe he's planning on countering the Deed on the way back.
Because Deed can't hit Planeswalkers, correct? Like, I don't think it can.
I think it's creatures, artifacts, and enchantments.
Yeah, because if he was worried about that, he would just popped it in response to the bounce.
Right.
Maybe we're just trying to hit cards here. Okay, Primetime, yeah, it does not hit walkers. So we're just going to play the Deed again.
And if you're not, okay, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, if you don't have a counter spell for this on the way back, then bouncing it right then made 0 sense.
Okay, so we have we have countered the Pernicious Deed, but we have also lost access to our nomads, which is not a huge deal at this juncture.
It's not, but I feel like if I've got a Teferi that seems pretty protected, it doesn't seem like the Beans has a great way to answer it, or they would have already. I probably would have just held the Nomad until I found my Cephalid and just played them both on the same turn instead of exposing it like that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It does look like the Beansplayer tapped 3 mana. Like maybe he had either an Uro, maybe a Pending for 3. I imagine that or a Binding is probably the only way to get rid of the Teferi.
Yeah, I think we might just be on Binding. We haven't seen Abrupt Decay. Sometimes.
Oh, you're right.
In Abrupt Decay.
That's a Murktide.
Okay, so we have a threat. We have a claw
and another deed.
Oh,
is that the same one? Oh no. He countered the other one, didn't he?
Yeah, he countered that one.
Oh no, that's he forced of negation to Rakshas's Bargain. That's the same Pernicious Deed.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Murktide, yeah.
Probably just wanting to keep the Bug Beans player off of getting more tools.
I guess, yeah.
That's what I imagine we're doing right now. So we're going to brainstorm it into turn. I hope the next move is playing a land. Yeah, true. Oh, we're missing lands right now. Let's see. So that is, man, this glare is killing me. It's like right in tough. The. That's got to be.
I force of negation.
Okay, that was enough the beanstalk. Okay. So we
maybe
are
surveil land here. Of course not.
Okay, we're getting a trop. Let's see. So we're just throwing interaction back and forth at each other right now.
Yeah, which in the end favors the Cephalid Breakfast player. Okay, he's the one with the Teferi. He's the one with the 2-card combo. So
yeah.
I think Breakfast player is probably more than happy to 1-for-1 at this point. We also saw what happens if you just top decks a Nadu. Like all these 1-for-1s just go out the window.
I hope it's winning because they are the only ones left playing the. Okay, so this is our last. This is our last round. So we actually might not even have a break before we go into the next round. This is going to be they're going to get done here, and then we'll just go right into the next round, which is fine with me because y'all have been very patient in the audience. Thank y'all, every one of y'all who are watching, for bearing with us and hanging out with us. It's growing pains, you know. We're making sure that we want to make this content good for y'all. We want to make it enjoyable to watch. You know, nobody likes technical difficulties, but thank y'all for sticking with us through it. Very much appreciate it.
Stop playing it without the other half.
Oh my god. Okay, so we have double Wasteland. So Urza Saga is off the table. That thing is getting killed as soon as it comes down. So that is that.
Maybe, I wonder if he's. I wonder if they're just trying to like. You're not gonna win with the beatdown with the Nomads on core. It's just not gonna happen. So I think I still am fully on board with holding the Nomads until you have the Cephalid, and just trying to combo the same turn. But especially with the Teferi out, this Nomad is gonna do.
That? Is that Is that an Uro?
Can't tell. Not positive. It's a
prismatic.
Oh, it wasn't Uro. Oh, but he plus it to Teferi, so he pendinged it on the trigger on the stack. That's pretty cool.
So we couldn't prismatic ending at instant speed. That is sweet. Okay. So yeah, we're just in the unfortunate seat of just okay, that looks like a beans,
which is really bad news. Another swords. Yeah, see, I just can't get behind playing the Nomads out as an attacker here, knowing your opponent just has infinite removal. And then please tell me this is the Cephalid. Okay, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe maybe the thought process is, you just want to get all of your you, instead of waiting and getting all of your threats in your hand and then playing them out all in the same turn, you can just stagger them a little bit so that you have mana left open to interact. That's a reasoning I could see. Oh, and we're just going to go ahead and plow that Uro.
Yeah,
it was an Uro.
I'm
Okay,
I'm
I thought it was
afraid.
a beans.
Yeah, I'm afraid he might start to get buried. I mean, I know all these Uros are being exiled, but he's losing the card advantage race, I think.
Well, I will remind you of like 10 minutes ago where we were having this exact same conversation though. And then we
right.
drew
You're right.
we drew a Nadu, and then that was it. So I think that
You're right.
be...
The difference though is that he waited to play the Nomads until he had the Nadu.
That's fair.
Like, yeah, he didn't. If I'm remembering correctly, he waited till he had both in hand, and I think he had it to. No, he may not have had it to Teferi that time, but it was just he. I don't know. It's some weird choices. I think he's got a force in hand though, so maybe
this is round.
He's got to answer the Murktide. Yes, this is round 2. This is
round 2. Okay, I'm gonna put a little note in here on top of the stream. I can't see the screen right now, so just all right. Now,
yeah.
Never mind. Just adding in
has Nadu Shuko, which is good. Obviously, it's good. Not as good as Nomads Nadu though. Did find swords for the Murktide.
There we go.
Oh, Wrath of the Skies. That's pretty tough. Oh, he has another force though. Okay, I think that's all.
Oh, that's 4 forces. Okay.
Yeah. Whether he was, he probably wasn't gonna actually win that turn, but with the Shuko Nadu, just giving him so much card advantage, the Beans player. Of all the decks that probably could keep up with the card advantage, it would be the Beans deck, but even they know it's not going to happen.
So what? So Beans won just then, Kurt. Just confirming.
No. Nadu won.
Oh, Nadu won.
He had double force for the Pernicious Deed, and then another. He had force for the Pernicious Deed, and then another force for the Wrath of the Skies. Beans player scooped it up, assuming that with the Nadu and the Shuko already, it's just not. He's just not going to be able to come back from it.